Hello, everybody. See, see, Leto and ATC are in the house. How you guys doing? How's your weekend, guys? Hey, Leto. Woody's here. Got four people now, and as always, guys, of course, I do appreciate any likes and shares you guys can give me to help get the word out. You know how that goes. Let's see. Solid is here, just listening, I think. Hmm. Okay. Hey, Mike, Dave Marks just let me know he wouldn't be able to attend the stream for a whole. All right. Well, hopefully I'll be able to catch some of it at least. Hey, Woody. I know everybody's got their own. Everybody's got their own lives to lead. I understand that. So, so how was your weekend, guys? Oh, okay. While, as in, okay. Now that makes a little more sense. Oh yeah. Hmm. My weekend was good because it went by, by fast. Good to be off. Yeah, always nice. Well, I guess when you work, it's always nice to have time off. Hello, Dave. Well, hey, how about yours? Pretty much same old. Not much happening. Just home most of the weekend, watching stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. Um, I'm just trying to do some stuff here and there. Oh yeah. So let's see. Let's see. So 3 minute mark here. And we do have, let's see, we have ATC, Leto, Woody. And we'll wait till the 10-minute mark before getting started. Let's see. So, let's see. Oh, yeah. It's funny. I did find another. So, I usually have been listening to 91.8 FM, The Fan, which is an anime online anime radio station, but sometimes they have some technical issues sometimes where their site kind of goes down a bit. So I decided finally to try to find another anime rate, and I found another one called Any Sun FM. And that one's actually got almost all like anime, like whereas the fan has like a mixture of anime songs and like J-pop and K-pop. Any Sun, it would seem, has all anime songs, so that's cool. Hmm. Yeah, I'm a bit excited for this weekend because Food Wars is coming back, and that'll be like the one. It's like so now, right? After this last weekend, it was Funimation had six programs on Toonami. LA, LA based area here had like two, and it's 6-2, but now it'll be like 5-1 basically um because Food Wars is dubbed by Sentai. So, oh, that sounds good. Yeah. So, hmm. Let's see. I had the draw. Woody won first prize. Batgoat got second, and another guy got third. Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's cool. And I know Batgoat had his little lull contest on Friday there, and I think Woody won that one. So, um, and don't forget, guys, this Friday we're taking a bit of a break from the historical comics retrospect. I'm going to open up the studio, and so if you guys want to, hopefully some of you will join me and Batgoat in the studio. We'll just hang out and talk all things niche, whatever comes to mind. Maybe we'll reminisce about some good old cartoons, animes. Maybe we'll figure something out. So need to get my High Dive account back and running. Bat Goat was lucky he got Frieza. Frieza. Uh, how about that? Yeah. Excuse me a moment, guys. I got to go off camera for just a moment here. Be right back. Yeah. So at least on the positive side, it's been warm the past couple of days here in California. Yesterday, I think we got up to 79 degrees, and then today it was like I think 81, 82. So it's more like summer like weather right now. Of course, that's always the case with sunny California, right? Let's see. Don't worry when moons align, I guess. Uh, um, PS84 laptop. I enjoyed the Marvel Infinite gameplay. You play better than me, laugh out loud. I'm okay. So now coming on, today was good weather, cold nights, breezy days. Yeah, well, we had like last week we had like 40-degree nights. We're in the 40s. That was not fun. Well, we're past the 9-minute mark now, so we'll probably be getting started soon. So, guess it would be a good time to tell you what's on tap for tonight. Got 5 stories tonight. Um, you ready to train your dragons, Letta? Uh, um, so we got basically we got 5 stories, one from comics and like 4 from anime. Um, the one from comics is that weekly indie comic review that Bounding into Comics does, and then anime side, Crunchyroll apparently had to apologize for an accurate English translation. We'll be looking at that. Also, some other profile pieces, regards to Bleach, Case Closed, aka Detective Conan, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Um, so that's all that's on tap for tonight here. And we're already past the 10-minute mark, so So, my what? So, anyways, without no further ado, let's get to those stories. And we got like four people here. It looks like. Before we do that, let me just double check some things here. The account always goes a little screwy, but that's okay. But anyway, so we got ATC, Leto, Woody, myself. So we got four people here. Um, so, anyways, let's go ahead and get started here. there's a nice looking lady. Hey guys, look at that picture, guys. I know Leto and ATC there are married, so I don't know if you guys can really your wives would care for mean that Justin guy, Junkin, garbage. Oh, anyway, so here we go. 5 indie comics that look worth your money. The 5 indie comics weekly column is back. In our third weekly column, Bounding into Comics recommended the Imperium and Biblical, Charlie's London, From East Lane to the Limelight, Black Flag, Pineapple Perception, Gorgon Volume 1, and Tesla on Mars. The purpose of this column is to shine a light on some independent projects that look top notch all around from the story to the art. The books are not ranked in any particular order, but are simply a list of five independent books that are currently available to purchase now or are being crowdfunded on various platforms. So let's get into it. Okay. I believe this title is of French origin, so excuse me if I don't pronounce it quite right. Do Volt. Do Volt. Whoa! What looks like a cat girl there. Do Volt is written by John Del Eros, art by Jesse White, and colors by Matt Crotch. Change a couple of those letters, and it makes for an interesting name. Anyways, the official description begins: a crusade into another realm leads to the deadliest of evils. Sir Domingo, Spanish king and holy crusader, is blessed with a vision on his return from his triumphant conquest in the Holy Land. The Holy Grail appears in the sky, leading him on adventure to another realm where demons and monstrosities lay waste to all of creation. It continues. He discovers a strange race of people called the Kidian, who seem more akin to Earth's cats than they do humanity. He alone, he alone can lead them to salvation and away from tyrannical rule of the Demon King. The description includes, shall he fail, not only the Kidian, but all the people of all the realms will be destroyed. Whoa, look at me. Whoa. Bill Eros describes the book as a 66-page Crusader fantasy graphic novel, which will bring back memories of great comics like Conan the Barbarian and the Mighty Thor. The book will feature a variant cover by Miss Sashi. It is currently available to back on Indiegogo. The digital version is listed at $12, while the physical version is $25. There's also an option for a hardcover at $50. Excuse me for one moment, guys. I'll be right back. Maybe I should come back on. Okay, let's see. That picture is suggestive. Laugh out loud, Leto. I printed a female Ash from Evil Dead. Laugh out loud. Let's see. Saws at Saws at Chun Li too. Very good. BRB. Right quick restroom break and gonna grab a soda. All right. Lavada Leto. Oh boy. Yeah, don't know if his wife would care for that, but anyways. Uh Airboy. Now, this is interesting because I believe back in the 40s or 50s there was a comic called Airboy back then as well. Airboy by Chuck Dixon, Stipe, uh, Kalazik, and Sir John Stolkovic. Airboy Generations. Maybe this is based on the Generations Part 2. Maybe this is a part of the older comic. Oh yeah, okay. Airboy is written by Chuck Dixon and is being published by It's Alive. It features artwork by Brian McKee, uh, Jock, Stipe Kalachik, and Serjan Stolikovic. The official description begins Airboy is a fictional aviation hero from an American comic book series initially published by Hillman Periodicals during the time best known to fans as the golden age of comic books. Yeah, I because I've seen that title before, so that's how I knew of it, in my past studies. So he was created by writers Charles Biro and Dick Wood and artist Al Kamey. The character disappeared from publication until a 1980s revival under Chuck Dixon that lasted for several years. The new incarnation, published by Eclipse Comics, updated Airboy to the modern era, starring the son of the original character. It continues. The description concludes the 50 issue run reintroduced many of the supporting characters from the 1940s series, such as Valkyrie and a Japanese fighter pilot named Hirota, and guest starred many of the characters who had appeared as backups in the original comics. Chuck Dixon scripted with the occasional editorial assistance of Tim Truman, Dixon now returns to continue the story he began 30 years ago, back in 91, and I guess. Because I know of Airboy because obviously in my past research, I'd come across that title. So, it's alive, ads. The first four issues of Airboy will deliver Dixon's new story entitled Generations, where David Davy Nelson IV, grandson of the original Golden Age Airboy and son of the most recent 1980s incarnation of Airboy, created by Chuck Dixon, is introduced as the new Airboy. Dixon has returned to this world and these characters with one hell of a story that is sure to blow your mind. There are multiple variant covers available for both Airboy number 51 and Airboy number 52. For Airboy number 51, there are variants by Jim Steranko, Dalibor Talachik, Matt Kint, Paul Golassi, Sam Keith, and Brett Blevins. For Airboy number 52, there are variant covers by Don Perlin, Emma Kubert, Jock Russell, Mark Olson, Stipe Kalachik, and Graham Nolan. Airboy is available to back on Indiegogo. Airboy number 51 costs $10, as does Airboy number 52. Anyways, let's see what you guys have said so far here. Not too much new there. Hurry, hurry. Oh boy. Anyways, okay, so continuing on to the next comic here. Broken. Broken. Broken is written and drawn by Kenneth Rocafort. The official description begins within this graphic novel, conspiracies are explored through the travels of this particular character named Broken. It continues. This odyssey is set in a rotten era where myths were sadly forgotten and science corrupted the hopes of a good tomorrow. A singular theory makes the regiment shudder, and the system now fears that the secret will be revealed and that the right to the crown will be claimed by the myth. A creature that bears the name of Broken. The description includes interesting artwork there. Kind of a science versus, or kind of a myth versus science story here. Broken will be 42 pages long, fully colored. It is available to back on Indiegogo. It is available to back for $25. Let's see. Fourth book here's First Man, but before we get to that, let's see. Laugh out loud. There's only three of us here apparently now. As always, guys, I do appreciate any likes and shares you guys can help me out with. See if we can get some more people in here. First Man. I'll show down. First Man is written and drawn by Andy Smith. The official description begins: First Man is the story of Luke Henry, a freshman in college that is chosen to carry on the last essence of the 10. There are 10 powerful essences scattered across the universe, each inhabiting a being on different planets. If the being dies, the essence will search out another worthy vessel. It continues. If somehow all 10 essences were collected into one single being, that being would become the most powerful force in the universe, a virtually unstoppable force. Once Luke gains the power, he can change into Apollo, the first man. Whoa, some pretty suggestive photos here, huh? Got another good looking lady here. It then reads Monarch, the larger than life, power hungry villain of this story, has collected nine of the essences of the 10 by destroying the worlds they inhabited. He now has his sights set on the last one. Monarch travels to the world inhabited by the 10th essence, only to see it escape his grasp, find a worthy being to protect it and contain its power. First Man! But First Man isn't the only character in this tale. Penumbra is the last survivor of one of the worlds destroyed by Monarch. She's a femme fatale, not an ally of First Man so much as she is concerned with self preservation. Her main goal is to stop Monarch from gaining the 10th essence. Once he wields the power of the 10, Monarch will be unstoppable. The description concludes. Yeah, for some of the names of characters and stuff they picked up from, because I know there was the Great 10 in DC Comics, and of course Monarch was one of the villains in the Final Crisis story arc, or not the Infinite Crisis, I believe actually. First Man is a 64-page perfect bound graphic novel. It is currently available to back on Indiegogo. Along with the graphic novel, there is a 40-page program book that contains pinups of First Man by Adam Hughes, Alan Davis, Bart Sears, J. Scott Campbell, and more. It will also contain unused layouts for First Man, model sheets and sketches, and more. The graphic novel will run you $25 while the program book is $15. So $40 combined. Okay. Okay. Number 5, Bloom. Let's see what you guys have been saying anything since last I checked. Whoa, sorry, I forgot. I left a soda in the freezer and it exploded. Was in the restroom and I heard a thud. Wife almost woke up and she mumbled, I said it's just me in the toilet, hun. Nothing to worry. Oh boy. Laugh out loud, it's a slushy. Now laugh out loud. Yeah, laugh out loud. Um laugh out loud, I feel like going for a taco for some reason. It's beyond saving. Laugh out loud. Oh, anyways, um, excuse me a moment. Got to go off camera here for All right. Anyways, back to the article here. Um, 5 Bloom cover A psychedelic Dazo retail edition art by the late great Bong Dazo, colors by Ted Sikora, available as an add-on to any physical tier. So that's like, whoa, whoa, we got some fan service tonight, folks. Ted Siraka, Butch Napa. Let's see what Bloom is about here. Bloom is written and created by Ted Sikora with art and illustrations by Butch Mappa. The official description states the year is 1969. Of course it is. No wonder. No wonder. Yes. Ramsey is an aspiring comic book artist who is trying to find inspiration for his femme fatale. When he meets wild dancer Regina at a street fair, he invites her into the woods for a character photo shoot, where she begins to on through to the other break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. I'm sure Woody really remembers that song. Oh, look at her. Wow, mamma mia. The campaign features a number of variant covers by Bongdazo, Benito Gallego, Butch Mappa, Donnie Hawija, or Hawijaja, and photo cover featuring Alicia Lynn. Bloom is currently available to back on Kickstarter. A digital edition will run you $5. A print edition is $12. What books are you backing? What have you been reading? That's good. There we go. I got to go off camera for a sec, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Anyway, so let's see. I like his art today. Yeah, no kidding. Uh, a lot of fan service today. Not a lot. I broke my mouse, took it apart. I broke the nub for scrolling. Mioke makes a new wheel in Tinker Card, goes downstairs, puts more stuff to print on the SD card, goes downstairs, come up and realize I didn't put the STL file for the new mouse scroll wheel um, on the SD card. Laugh out loud. F for toys. Uh, yeah. All right. Well, anyways, let's move on to the other story here before we. I'll be right back again, guys. Sorry. Alrighty then. So here we go with this next story. Crunchyroll apologizes for announcing accurate English title for I became a dark skinned gal, so I tried to bang my best friend anime. Okay. Here we go. Let me see if anybody has said anything following that. What's the next story? I just told you what the next story was. Are those uh two of them are dude, one of them's a girl, or something to that effect, or like okay, let me I'll read this to you again, Leto, just so you Crunchyroll apologizes for announcing accurate English title for I became a dark-skinned gal, so I tried to bang my best friend anime. Let's see. And apparently this is an accurate translation. Trying to be less white for Coke. Dark skinned gals are best cabs in Japan. Are best gals in Japan though. Let's see what they have to say in this article. You can tell it's gonna have some SJW stuff in it. Crunchyroll has issued an apology for their announcement of the English language title for the anime adaptation of the popular hentai manga Kuro Gyaru ni Nata Kara Shinyu to Yate Mita, believing the accurately translated name I became a dark skinned gal, so I tried to bang my best friend to be racially insensitive. Like they don't have dark skinned people in Japan? Oh boy. Um, Anybody who has seen Pokemon knows Brock and his family. Uh, okay. So, in other words, it might be a dude portraying a black girl to bang his friend. I don't. I really don't know because I'd buy that anime. Laugh out loud. Or the gas. Laugh out loud. Or it might be one of those things like, or a Leto. It might be one of those scenarios, something like Rama one half or or Kasa or Kasa Mishi girl meets girl. Might be one of those deals. But that's basically how it translated. Hi there. Are you guys waiting for someone? On February 12th, so that'd be 10 days ago from today, Crunchyroll revealed that the gender bending hentai manga series, I became a dark skinned gal, so I tried to bang my best friend, would receive an anime adaptation, noting that Choco will be directing anime series at in in parentheses there, a bracket, Studio Iwa Ira Wiazu with Ayo Kurosaki and Rei Ishikura writing the scripts, and MCQ1 adapting the character designs and acting as chief animation director on the Festa project. And of course, they show us the Crunchyroll tweet here. So at least the way they're looking at this is it's almost like you see the two blondes right there. I think it might be like the same person basically. Created by Yupopo Orishima, the explicit hentai manga features the following summary from the English language publisher Cool Mike, who have translated the series as a fornicated my best friend, who translated the series as fornicated my best friend. Um, but I'm getting pretty excited. I'm getting pretty excited thinking about doing a female Shion. Yeah, so think of Rama One Half or Kasamishi Girl Meets Girl. That's what I'm guessing. I'm dipping wet. I'm dripping wet down there. Oh boy. Thanks to my best friend's touch. Oh boy. Has he always been so good at oh boy. Okay. Probably the portion of the show where if you're under the age of 18, you should probably leave the room. Oh boy. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Rama, get in hot water. You turn back. Yeah, I know. I just referenced those two because those are the ones where you did have kind of a spontaneous sex change happen. Wait, why the hell Crunchyroll releasing and couldn't tell you that one. Oh, it has boobs. I see one's a woman. Yep. Here's what is what? Uh you heard it here, Mike. Uh I'm getting excited because it's funny. This stuff's funny to me, okay? I can't breathe. Probably from all the hard laughing we're doing, right? Plus, I was quoting the article there, so okay. His penis is missing. Soon after publishing the series announcement, prior to any sort of widespread social media attention or criticism, Crunchyroll took it upon themselves to remove any mention of I became a dark skinned gal, so I tried to bang my best friend's English title, deleting the above tweet and replacing all instances of its use in their initial article with its Japanese title. We apologize for the insensitive translation of our article and the negative connotations that created. Apparently, you did this before anybody had a chance to. Oh, Crunchyroll, so woke, so woke. Reads a newly added editor's note introducing Crunchyroll's article. We have changed our article to exclusively use the Japanese title and are making changes to our operations to prevent circumstances like this from happening again. Woke, woke, woke. Excuse me a second while I go off screen here, guys. Woke, woke, woke the boat gently down the urethra, uter. Merrily, 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 life is but a screw. Ah, yep. His disc is missing. Yep, yep. His fallacial unit. Of course, the fact that this is a hentai manga that. Yep. Huh? Considering that this is a hentai manga, and the thing that they get upset about is the translation of the title. That's kind of interesting. Despite the anime streaming platform's belief that the title was racially insensitive, should be noted that dark-skinned gal is an accurate translation of the series. Um, of the series Japanese title, as Kuro translates to black or blackened, while Gyaru is a translation of the English word gal. As in Japanese, they don't use the letter L. L is usually replaced by R. So and is usually used in reference to specific Japanese fashion subculture that places heavy emphasis on tanning one's skin. Okay, so you heard it here first, folks. The Japanese, when they say dark-skinned gal, they mean a girl who's tanned. But yet the woke people, when they hear the term dark-skinned gal, they mean an African, woman of African or African American descent. Gently down the urethra. Yeah, Woody, I was being facetious there. The world is full of subtle and humorless critics. Yep. Sullen, not so, yeah. That's probably the better word there. Sullen. Woke, woke, woke the boat gently down the ureter. Merrily, 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 life is but a screw. Kuro gyaru ni nata kara shinyu to yate mita. I became a dark-skinned gal, so I tried to bang my best friend. It's set to premiere on April 4th. The broadcast version of the show will be censored, while an uncensored version will be simulcast on the Comic Festa website. What do you make of Crunchyroll's apology? Let us know your thoughts um, on social media in the comments down below. As I get ready to move over to the CBR site, what do you guys think of all this? Maybe I'll add that article to this as well. Pokemon at 25. That one just popped up just now. So, but anyways, so President Trump was a uh, Kuro president, a dark skinned president. WTH is up with Japan releasing hentai as regular shows. Laugh out loud. I think it's funny. Laugh out loud. No kidding. It's hilarious. Needs more tentacles. Boy. Yeah. Anyways, so that means that wow, we're already to 50. We're already at the 52-minute mark, almost 53 minutes. Wow, those two articles took quite a bit of time. Still at 3 to 4 people here, I guess. So, anyways, let's move on to the next article here. Bleach's combat system is one of the best. Bleach carefully balances many diverse but fair combat styles into one, where each distinct fighting style seamlessly blends into the next. There's Ichigo with his Zanpakuto right there. Bleach stands as one of the most celebrated shonen action series of the 2000s, and its return later this year should remind old fans why they loved it. While introducing a new generation to the series, Bleach is beloved for its memorable characters and stylish settings are a factor, but most of all, Bleach's best quality is its combat system. It's true that Bleach often lacks the clever, mind bending ninja battles of Naruto or the Super Saiyan forms of Dragon Ball. But it doesn't need such things. Bleach carefully balances many diverse but fair combat styles into one, where each distinct fighting style seamlessly blends into the next. Draw your sword. Got a picture of Ichigo and Byakuya Kuchi right there. Sword fights are a timeless classic, instantly recognizable style of combat, and Bleach delivers plenty of thrilling clashes of blades. Most Soul Reapers carry Zanpakuto, soul-cutting swords. These Zanpakuto can activate special modes that alter the shape and grant their wielders new powers, adding more distinct flavors to the characters' fighting styles. Um, similar to how Naruto uses jutsu and One Piece uses devil fruits. Um, Many of the early Zanpakuto battles pit Ichigo and friends against monstrous hollows, giving the series a monster hunting appeal that fans of The Gray Man and Demon Slayer can appreciate. Let's see. Shikai mode will unlock the first stage of a Zanpakuto's true power, requiring a command phrase and the Zanpakuto's name. Renji Abarai was the first character to this, declaring "Roar, Zabimaru!" in the anime's English dub to awaken his sword's power. Many other characters start using Shikai in the Soul Society arc, but there's an even more power. But there's an even more powerful mode only a select few can use. Bankai mode. Captain Byakuya Kuchi, Captain Kanami Tozen, Captain Mayuri Kuratsuchi, and Captain Sajin Konomura are all Bankai users. Each Bankai is enormously powerful but somewhat risky to use, and such power dominate any battle scene. Byakuya's Bankai can swarm the entire battlefield with blizzards of pink petal blades, um, while Sajin's resembles a colossal samurai, and Konami's envelop the battlefield with sensory deprivation zone to account for his blindness. Monster hunting, keto and blows and bows, bows, bows. Bat goat tier. Oh wow, a few users. And it means 10, right? Level. Yeah, in Japan, I think they mean 10 girls. Where's Bat Goat tonight, ETC? Just got here. Yep. We had some very interesting first couple of stories, my friend. You missed out on a couple of very interesting fan service type stories. Laugh out loud. Wow, when Toy said, "Where's Bat Goat?" then Bat Goat comes. Let me try. Ah. Solid saying that. Hey, Solid. Hey, Bat Goat Solid. Welcome to the stream, guys. You referring to redo of Healer? No, not redo of Healer. The story that I did just before this Bleach story was about Crunchyroll apologizing for an accurate English translation of an anime or of a Japanese hentai manga series that the accurate English translation was something like I turned into a dark skinned girl, so I wanted to bang my best friend or something to that effect. And they were apologizing because it was a racially, and of course, I did bring up some other gender bending animes like Rama One Half and Kasa Mishi or Girl Meets Girl. So I just started watching that second one, by the way, just so you know. Was a wild coincidence, though, laugh out loud. Yes, it was. No, the last anime Mike was mentioning about the dark skinned girl. Yeah. And hello, Batgoat. Oh, I turned into a dark skinned girl, so I tried to bang my best friend. I think that's what the name of the. Hey, Leto, Toy, Solid, Woody. Oh, hey, Batgoat. Let's see. Hope you're doing well today. I'm good, thanks. Hope you're as well. Dave let me know he's not using YouTube for a while um, due to their issue with free speech. Oh, so he's boycotting YouTube. I'm good. Day off, just chilling. Hey, Batgoat, I had that draw on the weekend. Laugh out loud. Crunchyroll released a hentai. Yes, it's called I think it's something called I turned into a dark skinned girl, so I tried to bang my best friend. Yeah, Susan is a jerk. Hopefully he'll come back soon. Yeah, so anyways, back to this article now. Monster hunting, keto and bows. The Zanbakuto combat system goes a long way, but Bleach has more to offer. Soul Reapers can also use keto or magic spells that are activated with poetic incantations, a clear parallel to Jutsu. Um, Such spells can easily complement a Soul Reaper's swordplay, from restraining the opponent with magical bindings or barriers to fireballs, lightning bolts, and far more. Early on, Rukia Kuchiki used many Keto spells, and Captain Sosuke Aizen, Kisuke Urahara, and Tetsai um, are also noted Keto users. As a bonus, Bleach's combat system includes physical arts. Barehanded combat is most commonly featured, where Yoroichi Shihoin and Captain Soifon are concerned. Flash steps allow Soul Reapers to move in the blink of an eye, taking their enemies by surprise. Um, though though they though the Orankars can sometimes use a similar art called the Sonido. Bleach characters aren't just fast; they're blinding fast, a trait that quickly sets this shonen series apart from its peers. Bleach's combat system also makes room for a rival to the Soul Reaper way, the Quincy tribe. These spiritually aware beings are masters of the bow, firing destructive arrows to slay hollows, while also using equipment and special techniques such as spirit gloves to boost their power further. Urio Ishida demonstrated the Quincy way first, and then many more Quincy arrived later. The the Stern Ritter can use bows and arrows, along with many unique effects, from spreading fear to conjuring items out of thin air with the power of imagination alone. All these different techniques and layers of complexity kept Bleach's action compelling from start to finish. It's one of the best shonen combat systems ever, and writers looking for inspiration for their own combat systems would do well to study its example. There you go. That, I believe, is the end of that story. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what you guys have been saying here since I last. People like Susan don't realize what Nazis they are making themselves look like. Solid. What was the hentai? The hentai was called. The English translation is I turned into a dark skinned gal, so I tried to bang my best friend. That was I believe the English translation of the tan girl was a pretty hot story. Yep, yeah, she was. Not a fan of Bleach, so it was meh. All right, anyways, going on to the next story here. The five worst Detective Conan films. We know it here in the States, of course, is case closed. Excuse me a moment, guys. I gotta go off camera here for a quick sec. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Here we go. The five worst Detective Conan films. Detective Conan has made a few missteps over its long and storied history, but which of its films is the worst? Following a teen detective trapped in a child's body, Detective Conan is one of anime and manga's most popular and longest running franchises. Yeah, I think the anime's been running since 1996, so like 25 years. At nearly 1,000 episodes, the series anime adaptation has spawned 23 movies, with the 24th, Detective Conan, the Scarlet Bullet, coming out later this year. Of course, not all of these films can be hits, and Detective Conan has definitely had its fair share of stinkers. Here are the five worst outings for the boy detective. Number five, Detective Conan, The Private Eyes Requiem. The 10th Detective Conan movie, The Private Eyes Requiem, was released in 2006. When Conan, when Conan, Ran, and the detective boys go to meet Kogoro Mori's new client, they find themselves in a hotel near the Miracle Land theme park. I guess Ran is Rachel's Japanese name, I guess, Rachel. The host presents all of the kids and Ron um, with watches that let them enjoy the park for free. Except Conan can't go. Soon, a mysterious person reveals themselves and informs Conan that the watches are bombs, and if anyone leaves the park, they'll explode. If Conan and Kogoro can't solve a mystery for the mystery person, they'll make the watches explode. To save the day, Conan has to team up with the Kaido Kid and Conan's old rival turned friend, Heiji Hattori. Saguru Hakuba from the Magic Kaido franchise also makes an appearance. Um, this film was meant to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Detective Conan and fittingly includes many references and callbacks. Alas, this means the film is also unfocused and poorly paced, making the plot hard to follow at times. The movie was released on Blu ray in 2011, however, it has not received an English dub. Yeah, basically, a lot of stuff from Detective Conan hasn't received an English dub. They stopped the English dub at the Funimation stopped the English dub at 100 episode 130, which kind of sucked. Sucked that they stopped the number 4, Detective Conan, Crossroad in the Ancient Capital. Crossroad in the Ancient Capital was the 7th Detective Conan film. In it, Conan is called in to investigate a series of robberies and murders. Turns out that all the victims were part of a crime group called the Genji Botoro. Um, this gets Conan embroiled um, in a complex plot involving priceless statues, riddles, and secretive games. And they're often hostile inner workings. Um, while the mystery of the while the mystery at the core of the film is cool, Crossroad in the Ancient Capital is often criticized for its slow pacing, especially around the middle act. The film draws from classical myths, and there are long chunks of exposition dedicated to explaining them, which can be hard to get through if this isn't a topic you're interested in. The film wasn't dubbed into English, but it is available on Blu ray in Japan and several European territories. You guys are seeing this far here. Anon's here. Hey, Anon. Hey, just got home, going to eat and be listening in. Hey, Anon. 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 Evening, everyone. Good vibes. Hey, Batgoat, you got the second prize from the draw. Is there a way I can hit you up outside of YouTube? I'm confused. Am I forgetting something? I think ATC wants to send you your prize for winning the draw. Bat and Woody won. Hey. What drawing? I'm totally lost. I found out. Me and Anon got the booby prize. AK Toys Friendship. Sad trumpet sounds. Oh boy. Um. Yeah. What drawing? Sub over dub anyway. My 200 sub draw. Leto. Oh, cool. Congrats. I mentioned it on Mike's stream before. I come in late, so I must have missed it. Laugh out loud. I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention sometimes, but I pretend like I do. Laugh out loud. Oh, cool. Congrats on 200. Yep. Anyways, continuing on with the current story here. Detective Conan, full score of fear. Full Score of Fear is the 12th Detective Conan movie. After an explosion at a concert hall, Conan is pulled into an investigation. Someone is murdering and injuring musicians, all of whom are meant to be performing at the opening of the Domodo concert hall. This forces Conan and the detective boys to protect the remaining members in the hope that they can prevent all of them from being killed, all while trying to solve a sinister bombing plot. However, frankly, this story is boring, especially when compared to other films in the franchise. Something only compounded by a quite unsatisfying ending. It badly straddles the line between the more grounded and more fantastical cases. Because of this, the film feels like a mediocre version of both formats. Movie came out on Blu-ray in 2011, but was only released in Japan and a few European territories. Number 2, Detective Conan, the 11th Striker. The 16th film in the franchise, The 11th Striker, has a fascinating history. It was created as the public relations manager of Japan's J League Soccer League, uh, Yasuaki Iwasada, Sada, was a big Detective Conan fan and friends with Detective Conan producer Michihiko Shuwa. When Conan and the Detective Boys attend an event where J League players play soccer with kids, they end up being able to watch a game. However, during this game, Kogoro receives a phone call saying that someone has hidden a bomb in the stadium. Conan finds and disarms the bomb, but he has to work out the identity of the bomber before their next attack. The film features many real world J League stars voicing characters. And while it must be fun for fans of the league, if you're not into Japanese League soccer, you'll likely struggle to enjoy this film. On top of this, the bombing storyline feels slightly generic. Other Detective Conan films have used the concept in a more exciting way. Like most of the later Detective Conan films, the film was released on Blu ray in Japanese and received various European dubs. Alas, no English dub exists. And number one, Detective Conan, Jolly Roger in the Deep Azure. Released in 2007, Jolly Roger in the Deep Azure is the 11th film in the Detective Conan franchise. Miwako Sato and Wataru Takagi chase some robbers, but when the robbers get knocked out, one says Jolly Roger and Komui Island. Oh, Komi Island. Luckily, Kogoro Mori gets invited to Komi Island by the head of tourism, and he decides to bring Conan, Ran, and the whole gang with him. Oh yeah, Kogoro, I guess, is Richard Moore. Um, the island is full of treasure hunters, and the detective boys decide to take part in a scavenger hunt. However, things quickly take a turn for the dark when a driver is killed by a shark, or a diver is killed by a shark. Conan quickly realizes that this is murder and tries to solve the mystery of the island. The film feels like a stereotypical anime filler beach episode stretched out to be a feature length. The plot is bland and dull, and it often feels like it wasn't originally written as a Detective Conan movie, as the mystery element is extremely flimsy. In 2011, Japan would get a Blu ray release of this movie, and there are several European dubs of it, but so far no one has dubbed the film into English or given it an official subtitled release. Oh, yeah. Yeah, as I recall hearing, of course, part of the reason why Detective, Case Closed, as we know it, was stopped at episode 130 is because apparently the ratings weren't high enough. I actually got into it after back and watched it. It's actually pretty interesting at times. Yeah, let's see. So apparently you guys have been having quite a bit of a interesting conversation here. Okay, so let's see. Go to my channel about page um, for my email address. Okay. Check your emails. Just a ploy to get your address to talk you back. Oh God. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. But seriously, it's a cool price. Give him your address. If you watch my vids, I've doxed myself already, which means I better be nice. Leto says that as he drinks his Mountain Dew, um, laugh out loud, I'd never do that, Batcoat. I don't even drink Mountain Dew. I just had to buy it in the game because in what game has Mountain Dew you can buy? I can't think of any other game, so I had to buy it. Laugh out loud. See, okay, I'm going back to eating my roast from the slow cooker with mashed and gravy. Laugh out loud, Leto. I just didn't um, want to out you as a Coke drinker. Nice. I had a McDonald's chicken sandwich earlier. Oof. I drink Coke. It's fine. It's delicious. I like Diet Coke. Let's see. Laugh out loud. My wife has been ordering out past few days. I currently dislike pizza and Chinese food. Yeah, I guess sometimes what's the old saying? Sometimes too much of a good thing can be bad for you. Hmm. Laugh out loud. My channel is just over under 20 subs. I have over. I've been bouncing back and forth between 106 and 108 recently. So really, Leto, I'm sitting here with Diet Coke as well. Black Lagoon was one time the dub was better than the sub. Yeah, and yeah, you had Brad Swale. Let's see, the dub crew, which of course it was done by Ocean Studios, which included Brad Swale, Brian Drummond, Marique Hendrickson. Um, I know Tabitha St. Germain was involved, Lisa Ann Beely. So those are a few of the names. You want some help building it up when you start doing pre-recorded content. Currently, the algorithm, like 6 to 9 uploads a day of around 10 minutes each. Yeah, they were dubbing it around the same time they dubbed you. Um, no, actually, Black Lagoon. Yu was dubbed by Funimation back in like the early 2000s. Black Lagoon came out later, like 2007, 2008. Oh, the Devil May Cry anime was better dubbed since the games only had English voices to begin with. Let's see. Yeah, Ruben Langdon was the. And I know that in the case of Devil May Cry anime, that was done by ADV. That was done by the Houston crew. Um, of course, Ruben Langdon still did Dante in that, but aside from him, the rest of the voices were done by Houston talent. Yeah, I know about the algorithm. Black Lagoon was really good. Also, I recommend Gungrave anime. It's a good. Yeah, I saw Gungrave as well. Kirk Thornton, I think, was the main character there. Basically about a zombie gunfighter. That Susan rhythm. uh, no case closed. I mean, not Black Lagoon. Laugh out loud. Oh wait, no case closed. I mean, not Black Lagoon. Yeah, yeah. They okay. Case closed and Yu Yu Hakusho were dubbed around the same time. That is correct. Okay. Yeah, case closed was dubbed by Funimation around the same time there. So let's see. Laugh out loud. Remember the dubs of '90s OVAs? Well, I didn't watch them back when they were first on, but I've seen probably a few of them. Like I've seen the Maze OVA. Um, I watch anime series more than anything else. I may some if there are certain OVAs that are like part of where I usually view them, then I'll watch those. Like I just recently, I think the last OVA I might have watched was the Irresponsible Captain Tyler OVA after I finished watching the series. Um, Which anime OVE scene was Devilman Crybaby? Zombie gunfighter who was ex mafia. Yep. Anyways, let's see how much. Wow, we're already at an hour and a half. So, hmm. So I may have only time for one more story then. Try to get through here. Anyway, excuse me for one quick moment, guys. I gotta go off camera here for a sec. All right, we are. I see. What thing? A zombie ex mafia anime is great. It's really good. Highly recommend. Yep. Anyways, let's move on to the next story here. At least one more. I think if I had enough time, I was going to do the Pokemon story, but I put that off till tomorrow night. Okay, so this is going to probably be the last um, story we hit tonight. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Everything we know about Rohan's manga. Every JoJo fan knows Rohan Kishibe is a manga artist. But what is his manga actually about? First introduced in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 Diamond is Unbreakable, the arrogant manga artist Rohan Kishibe, who of course was voiced in the English dub by Vic Mignogna. Excuse me one more time, guys. Sorry, I gotta go off camera here for a sec. All right, there we go. Back again. Oh, the title was exciting. Then you said Gungrave. Gungrave is the title. Found the plot of Gungrave lacking, and he's not really a zombie. Feel attacked. Laugh out loud. Anyways, okay, so first introduced in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 Diamond is Unbreakable, the arrogant manga artist Rohan Kishibe has become a breakout character, starring in his own spin off manga, short stories, OVAs, and even a live action miniseries. In JoJo, Rohan is a 20-year-old manga artist who writes a very popular shonen series called Pink Dark Boy. Okay, that's a very interesting name. While JoJo's audience isn't told many details regarding what Pink Dark Boy is about, various clues throughout the franchise give a bit more information about Rohan's manga. Pink Dark Boy is a long runner. In the spin-off manga, Rohan at the Louvre, um, Rohan is shown to begin working on Pink Dark Boy in 1996, 3 years before the events of Diamond is Unbreakable, meaning he was 17 when he started writing the manga. Although not all of them are considered canon, several spin off materials establish that Pink Dark Boy has 8 parts, just as the JoJo manga currently does. These spin offs usually take place some years after Diamond is Unbreakable, as well as despite his manga's popularity, Rohan mentions that it has never been translated into English because Americans have bad taste. Okay. The comment is likely a sarcastic reference to the fact that the JoJo manga had no English translation when Part 4 was written. Both live action adaptations of the JoJo franchise have shown Pink Dark Boy to have many volumes. In the Diamond is Unbreakable movie, Koichi Hirose owns 20 volumes of the manga, while in the Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan miniseries, volume 81 is seen. Pink Dark Boy began as a weekly series published in Weekly Shonen Jump, but Rohan's injury from Josuke Higashikata switches it to a monthly release. Its original weekly release would account for a large number of chapters it is shown to have. Rohan's manga is a horror story. After Rohan's introduction, Koichi mentions that Pink Dark Boy is a horror manga filled with suspenseful and grotesque scenes. Not much later, Rohan kills and licks a spider, claiming that he wants to know how its insides taste as research for his manga. Okay, which could confirm the grotesque content Koichi claims the manga has. Um, in Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan also investigates a rumored supernatural occurrence as part of his research, suggesting that Pink Dark Boy might also contain paranormal happenings. Despite its horror focus, Pink Dark Boy is known for its realism. Koichi says that the series has realistic characters, and the reason for all of Rohan's research is that he believes manga is best when based on real life experience. Rohan also travels often for his work, including a week-long stay in Venice, suggesting that much like JoJo, Pink Dark Boy takes place in various locations worldwide. According to the non-canon Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan prose story collection, a manga is an anthology made up of many interconnecting stories. Koichi in the English dub, of course, is voiced by Zach Aguilar, who also voices Kenjiro in Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. English dub of that. So the manga becomes Rohan's stand. Well, he's undead, but something like that. Basically, Frankenstein Leto and a mindless cyborg, your choice, or mine. I still like it though. Laugh out loud. You could have ooked at looked at the Frankenstein with guns. Laugh out loud. We do laugh out loud. The manga becomes Rohan's stand. Rohan's stand, Heaven's Door, didn't manifest a physical form when initially introduced. Instead, it allowed him to turn others into books that he can read and write in. Rohan can read and alter information about those affected by Heaven's Door and write commands they must follow with this ability. Heaven's Door acquires a humanoid form in later appearances, one that happens to look exactly like the apparent main character of Pink Dark Boy, though seemingly with a different color scheme. While humanoid, both the stand and the character have an inhuman aspect to their appearance, further supporting the idea of Rohan's manga may contain supernatural elements. A stand's appearance and abilities are generally strongly influenced by its user's psyche. So Heaven's Door appearing as his manga's character proves just how important Pink Dark Boy truly is to Rohan. And there we go. Let's see where we are. Oh, an hour and 44. So yeah, I think that will be enough for tonight. I'll probably do the Pokemon story is part and part tomorrow. Oh, we're coming up on an hour and 45 minutes, guys. So it's a good time to start winding things down. I think. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? Okay. Been a fun stream, yeah. Particularly the beginning. I'm Bat Goat. I'm sorry you missed the first part of it because I think even you would have got some chuckles out of that part. History, yeah, history. It's fun seeing Mike. It's fun seeing Mike, Woody, Leto, Bat Goat. Anon, and Solid. Yay, history. Okay, so let's get to it then. Let me just do a quick review. 94. 60. Okay. All right then. So without no further ado, let's history. I was napping, laugh out loud, sorry. No problem. You can always go back and check it. Good seeing all you guys. Okay, so without no further ado, let's get started. Today being Monday, February 22nd, um, 2021. Let's go ahead and take a look back at this day in Nietzsche history. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go back 40 years ago today, as on this date, American animator and comics writer Michael Maltese passed away at the age of 73. Michael Maltese was an American storyman for classic animated cartoon shorts. He is best known for working in the 1950s on a series of Merry Melodies cartoons with director Chuck Jones, notably What's Opera Doc, which is widely regarded by industry professionals as the best animated short of all time. So, on this date 40 years ago today, Michael Maltese, American screenwriter, comics, let's see, American comedy, comic and screenwriter and story, and passed away at the age of 73. Let's see, and I guess you guys had some more things to say here. Laugh out loud, Professor Batgoat. Indeed, those were fine anatomical drawings earlier. Yeah. Our ladies, he must be right cheating now. What was actually due with the boys? Oh, hey, Mike. Uh, that's the one. Killed the wabbit, killed the wabbit, killed the wabbit, killed the wabbit. Sung by Wagner. What's opera, Doc? So, anyways, moving on to the next piece of history. As we move ahead to 1994, which was 27 years ago today. On this date in 1994, 27 years ago today, Marvel released Marvel Comics through its magazine's imprint, released the 220th issue of Savage Sword of Conan. It went on sale on this date in 1994 for $2.25. It was a 64-page book. The two stories of Conan included Death's Dark Tower and Talons of Nergal. So on this date in 1994, 27 years ago today, Marvel, through their magazine's imprint, released the 220th issue Savage Sword of Conan. Ride the Valkyries, specifically. So, and the last piece of Nietzsche history that we'll look at tonight happened on this date 5 years ago today. So I can find it. On this date 5 years ago today, from the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan, WWE held its Monday Night Raw event. On this show, a couple of major things happened. After a 6-year absence, Shane McMahon returns to the WWE to basically start up a program in which he's fighting for control over Raw with his dad, sister, and brother-in-law, Vince McMahon, Vince, Stephanie, and Triple H. He would make his return to Raw to start a feud with them for regaining control of Raw. Also on that night, The Godfather was announced as being inducted into the 2016 Hall of Fame. The Godfather, whose of course real name is Charles Wright, um, had a number of characters over the years, including the Soul Taker in USWA, Papa Shango, Kama Mustafa, Kama the Fighting Machine. The Godfather was probably his most successful and well-known character, as you got to get aboard the whole train. Um, and of course, he became the good father during his time with Right to Censor. So that's pretty much all that happened on this day in Nietzsche history. I thank you guys again for being here tonight. Yeah, we did read that one and that one. All right, guys. Well, thank you again for joining me tonight. I appreciate everybody coming in and liking and sharing the stream, trying to get more people in. Hopeful, and don't forget, this Friday we are going to take a break from doing the historical comic retrospect. We're going, Bacco and I are going to open up the studio and let anybody who wants to join us in the studio hang out, talk whatever niche, maybe reminisce on some old cartoons, whatever comes up niche wise. So, anyways, let's get to these last comments, and then I shall bid you all adieu till tomorrow. Hit the like button. Yep, please do. That call-in show. Yeah. The that's all, folks. Yep. Da 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 da. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.